gonna be showing you how to make cinnamon rolls. And trust me, this recipe is pretty easy. Every time I looked it up for cinnamon rolls recipes, it was always so complicated and so hard. I was always like, I don't think I can do this. But I got inspired by Sally. She's the one responsible for the website Sally's Baking Addiction. And trust me, she makes every recipe very easy to understand and very easy to make. I am a big fan of hers, so I'm gonna make her recipe today. And I just can't wait to have my house smelling like those places. You know those places that I'm talking about, right? So let's do this. Let's get baking. So before we start mixing all the ingredients in the stand mixer, I'm gonna just heat it up 1/4 of water with 1/2 cup of milk with 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And we're gonna whisk it together. The butter doesn't need to melt completely. It's just to bring it to a higher temperature. Now we're gonna start mixing the dry ingredients in this stand mixer. We're gonna start with 2 plus 3/4 cups of flour. So 1, 2, and 3/4. And we're gonna add 2 tablespoons plus 1/4. And 1/4 of sugar with a teaspoon of salt. Now using the hook for dough, we're gonna mix the wet ingredients, the ones we just warmed it up. Halfway there, you're just gonna add an egg. Beat it again. Things are coming together now. Okay, so far. Well, now we're gonna need the dough in a clean surface. Now we're just gonna put it back in the bowl and we're gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes. So now this is what you're gonna need next. I mixed in this little bowl 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon with 1/4 cup of sugar, granulated sugar. So the mixture is just like this. Just mix it well. You also gonna need 3 tablespoons of butter softened. And here I slightly greased with a little bit of butter a pie dish. You can use a cake pan as well if you have something rounded around this size. It will work just fine. So this is how the dough is looking like now. We're gonna roll it out into a rectangle. Now we're gonna spread the butter. And now we're gonna sprinkle the cinnamon with sugar. Now we're gonna slightly roll it, not too tight. We're gonna cut just a little more than a finger. But now you can see the rolls are looking pretty good. Now we're gonna put the rolls in the grease pan. This is how it's gonna look like. We're gonna cover it with plastic wrap like this. So this is how they're gonna look like. They have to be very tight like that. And now we're gonna let it rise for about an hour and a half. Just leave it in a warm place. So we will be back. I am already so excited about this. hour and a half already, and look how big they've grown. They're huge and it's smelling so good. It's time to put them in the oven. I already preheated the oven to 375 degrees and they're gonna bake for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna start making the icing. So the icing is pretty straightforward, it's very simple. We're gonna use 1 cup of confectioner sugar, half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 to 3 teaspoons of milk. How beautiful they are! I cannot wait to eat this. Now it's ready, guys. It looks so nice, and honestly it smells so delicious. You can have it like this, just like this, or you can pour the icing on top. That's it for today, guys. I hope you guys liked the recipe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.